LOCS, is it your hairstyle or is it your lifestyle? Let's talk about it. Greetings, family, and welcome back to another episode of the Pure Vibes Show. I'm your host, King Fire. Today we're going to be talking about LOCS, family. I know we've seen the trending viral video of Jay-Z combing out his locks, getting the afro. I don't want to know how people feel about it. I want to know how people of LOCS feel about that, because I came up growing my locks almost over 20 some odd years now. When I came up growing locks was more of a cultural lifestyle thing. It wasn't really how you say, fashionable, stylish kind of thing. You know, people grew their locks in free form locks. They weren't overly pretty, they weren't overly twisted. You know, locks had a very rugged and natural way of them being, almost the way that Jay was representing his free form locks, and a few other people out there that come from the era of free form locks. But to see Jay cut his locks out, I want to say cut them out, comb them out, you know, was a little unsettling for me, you know, as a person that, you know, my locks for me is part of my identity, is part of my culture, my consciousness, is part of, you know, my being, it's my antennas, it's my energy. They, you know, they're just part of who I am. So to just comb them out, you know, it's something I never thought about doing. Chopping them off is something I never thought about doing. I felt like the word lock meant like, this is for life, you know, like we lock up for life, like we let this just lock and grow for life until we perish and pass away. This is the one thing that I can say that I dedicated a very long time to my life to. But to see Jay comb his out and give the reasoning, being his daughter, is understandable. It's commendable. I could understand that, him doing that, you know, to get his daughter to understand and appreciate and accept natural hair and have a love and appreciation for her hair. So to that, I say, yeah, very commendable. But cutting out locks, combing out locks, never was something that I thought about in my era and time coming up when we were growing locks, you know, because locks was more of the cultural awareness thing. So when you lock up, you was lock up for life. But I feel people have their differences and their different reasons for why they grow locks, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think there's a one way or there's a rule book that says you must do it this way, you know. I think it's more respectable and commendable when you do it from a cultural perspective than more than a hairstyle point of view, you know, because a hairstyle come and go, you know, you'll cut it off, you'll grow it back. That's more so what to me a hairstyle is. But when it's a lifestyle, you're dedicated to it for life. But family, without further ado, let's check out this video of Jay-Z getting his locks combed out into the afro and the steps that it took. Let's check it out.
It's not for the faint of heart. Day 5.
I think the key ingredients are patience and love. When it got challenging, we just used more products. And I found that you didn't have to be as aggressive, and you could just let the products do some of the work. Some nights we left the product in overnight, especially on the roots where it was difficult to detangle. It wasn't just one person that removed his locks. It was a family affair.
Beautiful daughter came to help out.
I'm gonna be an influencer. We're using all of the blue products.
Working on a good one now.
Shout out to the H-Town loctician who helped start the process with us, and to Blue and every hand that contributed to this process. By the end, we kept getting better at our own individual techniques.
Taught us.
Okay. It's a lot of memories stored in locks. The locks can be like antennas, connecting us to frequencies and energies. Hair grows. People grow, so the transformation can be emotional.
Sprayed in my ear.
We started at the bottom of the lock and worked our way higher and higher until we got to the base, which was the hardest to detangle.
We're using 3. You know, this is totally locked, and I'm gonna put the on. Look.
Yeah, that seemed like a lot of dedication and time that they really put into combing out locks. And I know a lot of people never even thought that you could comb out locks before. You know, I have some of my locks ends that's open, so I know that they can be combed out and stuff like that, but it's something that I don't do, you know, because I don't want to damage the locks. But yeah, I understand why Jay did it, and if he did it for that purpose and his reason, and that's his reason, then, you know, much power and much respect to him. For me though, locks is for life. I don't see myself cutting them, combing them out, or doing anything like that. If something medically happened to me, that's a different story. If something happened to where I couldn't control it, that's a different story. But as long as I have control over it, for me, locks is for life. Well, family, thanks again for coming to check out another episode of The Pure Vibe Show. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That helps the channel to grow and for more people to know. Until next time, family, peace, love, and pure vibes.